Hey everyone, so a company called GKU got in touch with me and asked if I would review their dash cam. Now, I was recently in an incident where I thought I could really have done with a dash cam, so I've decided to accept. So yeah, we're going to get this open, check it out and see what it's like. So a quick disclaimer people, I am not being paid any money from this company to make this video. I do not have a script, these are all my own words, I can say anything I want to say. I have however received this item for free. I am not a dash camera expert. This is the first dash camera I've ever installed. So yeah, 4K front camera only, enhanced night vision, wide angle 170 degrees, 4K plus 1080p, so that's 4K on the front and then 1080p on the back. But if you have both the front and back connected, then the front will only work in 2.5K, so something to bear in mind. Easy to share footage and 5G Wi-Fi connect. So let's see what we get then people. Oh, some instructions there. Some film, protective film. Little camera here wrapped up. Now you do get two cameras. There is a front and rear camera. Wire there to plug it in. And there's another camera here. Some sticky stuff. A little tool to shimmy the wire in. Not quite sure what these are. I think these are little clips for the wire. And an Allen key. So let's see what these cameras are like then people. So this one will probably be the reverse camera because the wire is so long. And it's quite a small, nice little camera there really. Yeah, I like that. This will be the front camera. A lot bigger, little SD slot there. Yeah, pretty good. So the front camera actually does come with an SD card. The SD card is already inside. And it is a 64GB SD card, so that's pretty good. No need to buy an SD card. Happy with that. So this here is an easy connect wire because you can just plug this into your cigarette lighter and plug it straight into the dash cam, so that's pretty handy. Yeah, so it is a pretty nice looking camera. I do like that. Pretty smooth. Anyway, let's get this bad boy set up then, eh? So I have cleaned the inside of this window. I might not look it, but I have. All the dirt is on the outside because I live by a main road. So that's all been cleaned. So I'm going to put this bit of film down where I want the camera. This bit of film makes it easier to get the camera on and off if you ever want to remove the camera, because otherwise you just leave loads of sticky stuff everywhere. So I'm going to put this there because it's out of my line of vision. So I'll peel this sticky stuff off. And put that down like that. Now this can move about, so that's pretty decent. That is now stuck down in place. Now with this Bongo, I can't feed this wire up here because it'll just fall back out. So luckily they've gave me these little clips that can stick on the window. So I'm going to clip some of them down. Now you only get 5 of these, so use them sparingly. I'm going to put one over here. Now I'll feed the wire along these clips. Beautiful. And then I'll feed the wire down this console here. I'll shimmy it in with the little tool they've given me. So yeah, I've put it up there, put the wires all the way along here into these little clips. Then we've gone down inside the console there. Then we've gone round through here, underneath there. The access wire has been cable tied up there. And then this just comes round and goes straight in there. Now there is a little USB port there as well, so you can plug a phone charger into there, so you can still charge your phone whilst you're driving. So yeah, that's pretty decent. I like that feature. So one thing you do want to make sure when you fit this is that you fit it within the area that's covered by the window wipers, for obvious reasons, because otherwise it's just going to pick up loads of dirt. So you can actually hardwire these in if you wish, and that way you can have 24-hour surveillance on like a time lapse. So that's pretty good if you live in a dodgy area. Yeah, pretty decent. So because there's no actual screen on the camera itself, it actually tells you when the camera is rolling, which I quite like. So if I put the keys in, you can hear it.
Start recording.
Can you hear that? It's telling me that I start to record. Brilliant. So there is a phone app for this dash cam, so that you can actually just download the footage straight onto your phone and you haven't got to mess about with the SIM card, which is pretty handy. Yeah, so let's check that out. So yeah, you just download the app from Google Play Store. So yep, you just go on here, that's the camera, click connect, and then you have to connect to the Wi-Fi that is built into the dash cam. So find it there, there we go, connect.
Wi-Fi connected.
Wi-Fi connected, because I've already actually gone on here and put the password in. The password will be in your instruction manual. So yeah, we're on there now, connected to that. Now just wait for the app to load. And there, look, it is actually showing me what is recording on the camera. Now when you set this camera up, you can obviously set the app up first so that you can see the view you'll get. That's a good idea, but to be honest, I mean, it's pretty standard. If you put it in the front there, you're going to get a view of the front, ain't you? So I didn't bother. So yeah, click on camera files. That stops recording whilst I'm doing that, and then it'll show a few recordings that I've already got. Now they're all just recordings of the vehicle just sitting here whilst I've been messing about with it. What it does is it records 60-second clips, so they'll all come on here in 60-second clips, which makes it a lot easier. If you wish to find a certain clip, you can go by the time, and that way you haven't got to go through the whole footage if you're on like a 4-hour drive, you know. Now if we go on settings, you've got the speaker volume there. Now there is actually a built-in microphone in that as well, so it will record sound. Video resolution, it's telling me 4K because only the front camera is set up. And what else have we got? Light frequency, time watermarks, status lights, 24-hour clock, that's if you have this hardwired in. So there is a collision sensor built into this as well, and you can adjust on here how sensitive you want it to be. Now collision sensors are obviously really good, because that means if you're driving along and it senses anything that it consider a possible collision, it will then store the footage automatically for you, so you haven't got to go back and store the footage yourself. So that is very beneficial. So yeah, this is a very straightforward app to use, which for someone like me who's a bit of a muppet, that's actually really good, and I'm really pleased with it. Yeah, decent. Anyway, let's get out there then and test how good the quality of this camera actually is. Let's roll, people. This is the front camera filming in 2.5K. So it is possible that the footage has lost a bit of quality because I had to download it onto the app, then I had to download it from the app onto my phone, and then I had to upload the footage to the editor on my laptop, then I had to download the footage from the editor onto the laptop, and then upload it to YouTube. So the footage has been through quite a few processes to get it here on this video, so it is possible that it has lost a little bit of quality. This is the rear view camera in 1080p. So this is the camera filming in 4K. So let's test the microphone then. Can you actually hear anything? It's probably not that amazing because the engine's running and I'm driving, but we shall see, people. So this rear camera is quite easy to adjust there. That's pretty decent. And there is a 5-meter cord which plugs in easily there, and that is attached. This little thing here can then just easily be adjusted. That's very easy to adjust. So I've fed the wire under this console here, then I've gone all the way along here, all the way along here. That was lovely and easy, slid in really lovely and easy along there, very happy with that. Then we've gone along underneath the rubber here in the door frame. Then we've gone between that little console there and the roof. Then we've gone along the roof. And then just come down there and plugged into the bottom of the device there. So if anyone is interested, there will be a link in the description of this video. So give it a click, give it a look, check it out and see what you think. So if you're new to the channel, people, I normally do campsite review videos. I head off out to campsites, check out the facilities, and then get out there and explore what is around in the local area. If you think that's something you might be interested in, then why not check out some of my campsite review videos. Just beside me here are 2 of my most popular campsite review videos, so why not check them out and see what you think. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Keep living the dream.